In this video, we're going to be talking about what you need to do to start improving your tone on Euphonium, and we're going to start right now. So many people ask me what I do to improve my tone quality. For Euphonium players especially, having a big, nice, warm tone is something that might come easily to some, but others it might take a lot of time and diligent work to really improve. In this video, I'll take you through a few easy strategies and concepts that have really helped me with my own playing, as well as my students to improve their tone quality. So let's talk about concept of sound. What sort of tone are you trying to go for when you play? This is a question that's probably the #1 most important thing to start with. If you don't have an idea of what or who you want to sound like, that is going to make your life a lot harder as a musician. I would say that about half the battle alone is just concept of sound. Do you want to perhaps have a military career, or do you enjoy having more of a brass bandy kind of tone, or maybe something in between? These are all questions that will direct you to my next point. Listening to great Euphonium players has honestly never been easier than it is today. We not only have more good Euphonium players around the world than ever before, but we also have resources like Spotify, YouTube, Soundcloud, iTunes, you name it, that we can reference with thousands of fantastic recordings of professional quality players. When I was younger, I would always be listening to great Euphonium players and kind of debating in my head, who sounds the best? Well, that question is kind of hard to answer and is really down to personal taste entirely. I'd love to know in the comments, who do you think is the best sounding Euphonium player and why? I guarantee you will see a wide range of different opinions, and that kind of proves my point exactly. Just because one person has an opinion about who they think has the best sound doesn't mean they're right or wrong. It really, again, is just personal taste, and that's what music is really all about. So this concept of what or who you want to sound like is super important for anyone to find out for themselves. It doesn't even have to be just one player either. You could like something about one person's playing and something about another one, or you could have little pieces of 5 or 6 different players that you really enjoy that part about their playing. It's just all thinking about concept of sound and what you personally want to sound like as a Euphonium player. All I'm urging you to do is to think critically about it, and that is really the best way to start to improve your sound. You can use these exercises as either a warm-up or a practice tool to really start to listen into your own tone quality. I use flow studies or some variation of these almost every day, and I really have found them to be a huge help for my own playing to really improve this aspect of my playing. The extended version of these flow studies are linked down in the description. While you play these exercises, it's very important that you not only think about using lots of air and taking a big breath before each phrase, but also about the syllable that you use while you're playing. When I play these, I like to use a da or a do syllable so that I make sure to maintain a nice open sound, and a lot of teachers will tell you this, of course. They might say, open your throat and take a huge breath and make sure your mouth is nice and round. What they might not tell you is that you can actually go too far with this, which can actually end up being detrimental to your tone. Some people actually open their lips and teeth too much when they play, and it can lead to a very airy and almost diffused sound, which will really limit the player in terms of stamina and range, as well as their tone quality. I like to think of these syllables, but also I like to think about keeping my teeth apart as if I had a #2 pencil or something like that in between them. Any more than this, and that's when you might start to experience a more unfocused sound, and any less than that, you might start to experience more of a nasally, congested kind of tone. So if you're struggling with your sound in either of these ways, just find a pencil or a small pen and put it in between your teeth to see exactly what I'm talking about. Your pinky finger will also do if you're not comfortable putting a pencil into your mouth, which is also understandable. So back to the exercise. I would play these about half note equals 60 to 80 beats per minute, and just play them with a completely straight tone to start out so you can really hear how clear or unclear your tone quality is at the moment. This isn't necessarily an exercise to practice using vibrato. It's really meant to focus in on your fundamental tone. Although if you want to play them through a second time with vibrato, that's absolutely fine. I'll be posting a video on different techniques you can use to practice that aspect of your playing as well. But to start out, just try these with a completely straight and centered tone. The great thing about these exercises is that they expand in range the further you go into them, and you can really choose how far you go based on what your comfortable range at that time is, and then try to improve your tone quality throughout different ranges and different keys. The idea with this is not to really be trying to expand your range, but really to be improving and reinforcing the quality of your tone in your comfortable range. You can absolutely really add some shape into the line when you're playing these. But I would recommend also starting these at different dynamics so that you're practicing using your best tone quality at different volumes. These need to be as connected as possible, using as consistent of an airstream as you can. If you play these every day consistently for about a month or so, thinking critically about the concept of tone, syllable, and the distance between your teeth, I guarantee you that you'll start to see noticeable improvements in your tone quality. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful for your own playing. If you did enjoy this video and you want to see more educational videos similar to this, then please consider subscribing to my channel and also clicking the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video to YouTube. Also in the comments, I'd love to know about what topics you'd like me to cover on these more educational type videos. I've got some of my own ideas, of course, but I want to be giving you the content that you want to know about, and that would be a massive help for the channel. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.